We got a Nigerian super chat. Let's take a look here. Nigerian super chat is only 27 cents. So I don't even count it. It doesn't even register on the Richter scale for me. So that's just a waste of time. Oh, now we got a Nigerian gifted membership. Are you kidding me? What is that worth? Like 2 cents? Are you kidding me? A Nigerian membership? Come on. That doesn't count. It doesn't count.
Hey y'all, what is up to my channel? Welcome or welcome back. It really just depends if you're new here or not. Now, before we dive into it, I just want to say I found this video over on August the Duck's channel and I was like, okay, this is a really situation where I really want to talk about it, but I was like, no, you know what? We're not going to talk about it. Then August made an update video because Darkside Phil actually responded to August the Duck, and I was like, okay, now we're going to talk about it because this guy is absolutely unhinged. Darkside Phil is a streamer. I will say streamer very lightly because he is a grifter who just hides his grifting in live streams. Basically, what he does is he holds his content hostage unless he reaches a certain gift or donation goal, whatever you want to call it. And once he hits that donation goal, he's like, all right, now I guess I can release this fire content I've had stacked back for y'all. And the thing is that his content is not original, but he does come after commentary channels saying, oh, imagine doing commentary and you have to talk about somebody to build a name for yourself, when I'm over here making original content, and all he does is quite literally game, talk to his audience, and grift from his audience. Very original. If y'all heard like background noise of like talking, but in a different language, I can explain 100%. I'm playing Sword Art Online. I've been addicted to this game the past 2 days. Please don't talk shit to me. I have not touched grass, and this is the second day now. I've been addicted to this game, and I realized my TV volume was up, so if you heard it in there, let's not talk about it. But like I said, this man's grifting is quite literally up there with Eugenia Cooney's grifting. And that says a lot because quite literally what he does is withholds his fire original content. And that is a joke if you can't tell. He withholds his content to his audience unless they give him money to A, either talk to them, B, do some gameplay, which he's horrible at, or C, just to continue to grift. So let's dive right into it.
To hit 50 goals, right? Right now we're at 42. We get another goal tonight, we'll be at 43, and then we get closer and closer. I figure the earliest we can do this is Sunday. Like if let's say we hit a goal tonight, 2 tomorrow, 2 Friday, right? Then we'd be so close that maybe we could even do it on Sunday. Because remember, Saturday's my day off.
What in the TMNT is going on? Because there is an image of him in the background. I'm not going to talk about that. We're not here to pick at his appearance, but it's nice to know that through all of his grifting, he gives himself a designated day off on Saturday.
We get extra goals. We might do it, we might get it going. But we'll see how it goes tonight. Please support the stream tonight if you can. I appreciate everyone who does. Thank you in advance for anything. Any contributions appreciated. Super chats, memberships, subs, tips, all great. All right? Let's get our first contribution in right now. Let's get it started, all right?
Now that's a really important context to remember that he's like, let's get the donations rolling in. It can be a small super chat. It can be a tip. It can be a sub. It can be any type of donation. It can be a sticker, anything. Any type of form of money that you can send me, it's much appreciated if you can support the stream. If you can't support the stream, well, he didn't say he appreciates you, but it is what it is. But pretty much he's saying, I appreciate anybody who can send literally anything, tip or whatever, and then as soon as we hit this goal, we're going to be diving right into the content. And these are words that he is going to backtrack on here in just a moment because he gets a donation and a sub donation. He gets 2 forms of donations that he's just unhappy with because, in his words, it ain't shit.
All right, let's get our first contribution in. As small or as big as it can be, let's get one in and then we'll begin with the game. Let's get one thing going to get momentum started. Who's going to be the very first person to hit the leaderboard tonight? You know what they say. When it comes to contributions, strike first and strike hard. There you go. No mercy. No limits. No mercy and no limits. That's right.
Now, as a content creator, you are incredibly lucky to have this as any type of form of income because you can quite literally just get online and talk shit and build an audience, build a community of like-minded people who share opinions with you or have opposing opinions, but y'all can still have a conversation about it. You're lucky if you can monetize your channel here on YouTube, and even other platforms, you're lucky if you can be a content creator that gets paid for their content, no matter how good or how bad the content is. You're lucky regardless, okay? But to be a self-proclaimed, bear with me, to be a self-proclaimed content creator who really doesn't have any type of content that adds any type of substance or value, and all you do all day as a 42-year-old man is sit online. Your name is Phil, and you grift from your audience. That's saying something else. And honest to God, I think that he would be way better off if he would just do normal content and not sit here and hold his content hostage over his audience's head. Like, unless we hit these goals, I'm not giving y'all shit. Even though I'm a content creator, it's my day job. Granted, I get myself off from grifting every Saturday because Saturday is a special day. I'm not going to give you guys any form of content or even have a conversation with y'all unless these donations come rolling in.
We got a Nigerian super chat. Let's take a look here. So your 400 Nigerian super chat is only 27 cents. So I don't even count it. It doesn't even register on the Richter scale for me. So that's just a waste of time.
Hey, dipshit. Currency in different countries does not equal the American dollar. There's a lot of other countries that have more of a currency via our American dollar. So if they would donate $1, it could be more to us here. But in other countries, their currencies are a lot lower. Their incomes are a lot lower. And to donate 400 naira, even though it might not be that much here in the United States, that is a large portion of their income or even their check, whatever the case may be for them, back home. And you're going to sit here and just spit on it and stomp your foot in the dirt and be like, oh no, I'm not even going to count that donation, even though this guy was nice enough to say, let's get the support rolling for this live stream marathon. Like, I'll be the first one to donate. Let's kick it off. Everybody else jump in and join behind me, which why are y'all sending y'all's hard-earned money to this guy, Phil? I have no freaking idea. But he quite literally just dismissed it immediately, even though he said earlier in the stream, any type of donation would be much appreciated. But it really wasn't appreciated, was it? Now, August the Duck in his video ended up breaking down like the currency and how much this actually was. So I do want to play a clip from his video before we dive back into this absolute shit show and monstrosity that is Phil's live stream.
27 cents might not be a lot of money in America. 400 naira in Nigeria is not an insignificant amount of money. I've been doing some research and the numbers are kind of all over the place, but I read like a dozen Reddit threads and it seems like the average monthly salary in Nigeria is like $10 to $20, which if we split it down the middle, say 15, that's about 23,000 naira, which means if you're taking home about 23,000 naira a month and you donate 400 to somebody, that's like 2% of your monthly income that you just handed off to some fucking loser.
Now, as a content creator, it really, really irks me whenever I see other content creators who are just literally begging and grifting off of their audience who, in my opinion, I would hate watch Phil. I would be somebody who joins in on the live streams just to hate watch and like talk shit in my own head about what he's doing and what's going on. But I'm sure there's people there who are genuinely there for him and his content at the end of the day. It just drives me nuts that you're gonna beg your subscribers for their hard-earned money instead of doing anything of value for your own content to just create your own revenue, and then complain when your viewers send you their hard-earned money. They are not obligated to do so. You should just be appreciative and happy that they're there supporting you with just their watch time, with just their viewership, with just chatting with each other in the comment section. You should be happy and grateful for that. They are not obligated, and I want y'all to hear me out now. Y'all can support whatever creator y'all want to. You are not obligated to send them any form of money unless you want to do so from like the kindness of your heart. But keep in mind, we get paid on viewership. We don't need your money at the end of the day. It would be appreciated, but it's nothing that is necessary. He's getting paid right now for your watch time, and that should be enough, but for him it's not. He wants to get more money from you, the viewer, and instead of getting free money from you, aka the watch time, he wants you to go to work, bust your ass, come home, watch his live stream that has no substance, and then come out of pocket for the hours that you just worked for the day. Now, when I talk about situations like this, I've had in the past people who, it doesn't happen as much now, but I've had people in the past who came in the chat or the comment section and they're like, oh, you're just mad you're not making as much money as them and that's why you're as frustrated about it, and nobody else is. Like, nobody cares but you because you're just mad you're not making as much money. What I get frustrated about is the fact that content creators, we are blessed no matter how large or small the income is monthly, because it's extra income, it's extra help financially for us, especially people who are able to build a career and make a living off of content creation. That should be enough for you. That should be a blessing in itself. You do not have to sit here and grift and take advantage of your audience. And that's really why I'm making this video, because I want y'all to realize that content creators like this man Phil, they're not appreciative of your viewership. They are here to literally just rake in any type of finances that you have. This is the type of gentleman who would quite literally be like, oh, you don't have anything to donate me? Like, you don't have a job, but do you have a pension? Do you get a disability check? Do you not have any type of couch change that you can send to me? This is a man who will quite literally take advantage of his audience, and that is what frustrates me.
No, Nigerian contributions are welcome. They just have to be like $1 or more. I don't shout out anything under $1 at all. That's a waste of time. That's right. You guys want me to do the pose? Oh, I forgot all about this. People want me to do it. Are you ready? So, all right, how about this? Let's get one contribution of each type. Let's get one super chat, one membership, and one sub right now. Right now.
Oh, look at that smug little face. It's just so punchable. Literally, it's just so punchable. Can you imagine being a content creator and telling your audience, oh, you guys want me to do something? Like, you guys want me to give you some form of content? You guys want me to, like, do a pose or something because I'm a live streamer? Okay, well, I'll do the pose for you guys, but let's get one form of every donation right now. I want a super chat. I want a sticker sent. I want a sub donation, whatever. I don't do live streams. You can clearly tell. I don't know what the gifts gold things are, but are you kidding me? And you have this smug little face like you're doing something.
Nigerian currency is called Nairas. I don't care. They're not worth much. So, oh, now we got a Nigerian gifted membership. Are you kidding me? What is that worth? Like 2 cents? Are you kidding me? A Nigerian membership? Come on. A Nigerian membership. Wow. That doesn't count. It doesn't count. It doesn't. I'm sorry.
Hey, asshat, that gifted membership is a person. Yes, let's say it together. That is a human being behind that membership. And you're going to sit here and say, oh, it doesn't count because that's only like, what, 2 cents? It's not even a quarter. It's not even a dime. It's not even a nickel. That person does not matter because it's not paying me. It's not financially beneficial to me. Phil, literally off. Now, as much as that angered me, that initial video right here that August the Duck had came out with, he made this video originally, I seen it, I was like, oh, I have so many thoughts and opinions, but I withheld. I did not want to, come out here dogging this man because I was like, maybe he's having a bad day. I haven't seen August the Duck's prior content on this Phil guy, but August said this is regular, this is his content, literally coming online to grift, and I was like, I believe it, but at the same time, I haven't seen enough of it to actually come up with my own judgment on the situation. But he made an updated video, this Phil guy, in response to August the Duck, and it's absolutely bizarre. And that is why we're sitting here talking about the situation today, because he responded to August the Duck, this beautiful little gentleman right here, and we're going to be diving right into that video right now because Phil only made the matter worse for himself. And why there's still people out here supporting him, God only knows at this point, but let's dive right into his response because it's absolutely disgusting and messy.
I don't need anyone else to exist. I am going to ask for contributions, and you're going to like it because I'm successful and you're not. July the cuck. I'm successful.
If you were so successful, you wouldn't have to ask for contribution, aka donations. You wouldn't have to grift for money online if you were so successful, but here we are. Also, it's very rich for him to say, I don't need anybody else to exist. I'm genuinely going to keep asking for contributions because I'm successful and you're not. But other people simply existing and joining into your live streams, and for some reason, miracle of God to you, they send you their hard-earned money so you can continue as a 42-year-old man to just sit on your ass and beg for donations online without doing anything of contribution to the society. That is what keeps you afloat. That's what bought that pretty little microphone that you're talking into and probably everything else in the background that we're currently seeing. But It's still not good enough for him.
You got actual creators on the internet making documentaries about me saying I'm the greediest creator. Are you fucking kidding me? Have you ever watched anyone else, you pathetic fucking schlub? You are so lame because you take the low-hanging fruit, the easy target that everyone's already targeted, to make a worthless fucking video that rehashes the same shit and just ignores the fact that there are people 47 times worse than me who actively hurt people on a fucking daily basis.
Now I kind of understand why he don't do regular content, because August the Duck made an 11-minute video in like 21 seconds. 11-minute video in 21 seconds talking about that clip of him talking about the Nigerian sub and the gift and how it just wasn't good enough because it didn't equal up to the American currency to his standard. An 11-minute video, and he's gonna get online and be like, we have people on the internet out here making documentaries about me, sir. An 11-minute documentary is wild. And I actually agree with him here. He's not the worst person on the internet, but just because you're not doing equally or worse shit than other people on the internet does not mean that this is not excusable behavior. We're not going to excuse this grifting level of yours just simply because you're not as bad as, say, Logan Paul or the other Paul or other individuals on the internet like Jack Doherty. Sure, I'll give that to you. You might not be going out in public and genuinely harassing people just for views and pranks and clicks and payment, but you're sitting here degrading your audience simply because they're not meeting your sub goal. They're not sending you the money that you feel you deserve for literally doing nothing. And then when somebody calls you out for it, when somebody makes a video and is like, hey, I don't necessarily agree with this behavior, you're gonna call them a slub or smug, whatever he just said. I don't even know if that was a word, but who am I to say? I suck at the English vocabulary, and this is my first language. But the way that he went in on August the Duck here, even calling him July the... It's just not necessary. I feel like this is his true anger coming out for his unfortunate situation of a 42-year-old man who just so happens to be named Phil, who has to grift every single day just to pay the bills. And it is what it is. I understand times are tough. Times are really tough nowadays. Get your bag however you feel the need to get your bag just so you can survive financially and be able to afford to eat and everything. But if this is how bad it's going for you to the point where you're bitching about 27 cents and a 2-cent donation, maybe get a job. I don't know.
And that's what you do for a living, Phil. You are not entitled to these people's money, but you have tricked yourself into thinking you are. Maybe that's why you don't think you're greedy, because you're living a fantasy. The more I watch you, the more I begin to think that you actually believe that somehow you are entitled for this lifestyle to continue in perpetuity, that it's genuinely somehow the responsibility of other people to pay your bills. Sitting here with a straight face as a grown man saying how you only have 3 paths in life, and they're all on the internet streaming. Dude, you have hundreds of paths and they all start on Indeed.com.
That was August the Duck, aka July the... in Phil's words. I figured since this was his initial drama, I wanted to let him say his little piece in it. He made a credible video in response to Phil, and I'll be leaving that in a link in the description box down below. Feel free to go check it out. I love August the Duck. If y'all aren't a regular viewer of him or anything, he posts really good content. I just really like his opinions on topics that he covers, and he is very fair on stuff that he, does watch and cover. But let's get right back into this specimen of an individual.
Tried to do things different. Why I feel like my path can work, but it requires people to actually have some independent thought, to not listen to fucking morons who are constantly just crapping on stuff, using it for personal gain. Phil's the worst guy on the internet. Dude, there is no one who can legitimately look at me and my content and say that I am the worst guy on the internet, period. It's just not possible. Anyone who has is a disingenuous liar who has no content and relies on trying to make fun of memes on the internet to make content. I want you to think about that. I sit here and I grind every day to put out content for you, whether it's gaming news, a podcast, just hanging out and having conversation, playing a game, doing other things outside the box, whatever it is, it's definitely content, all right? I don't just make my content talking about other people's content. I make original content. That's way harder. Because if you don't make your original content, you just suck on everyone else. You're a fucking parasite. I don't need anyone else to exist.
I'll give him that. It is a grind. Getting online every day and chatting with people, it pulls mentally on you whenever you do daily uploads, and when you're trying to come up with new content or you're trying to find new subjects to talk about, it is a grind. It can wear on you mentally, especially if you do work from home doing content creation, because it just really sucks the life out of you sometimes. You're not active socially, you're drained mentally, you're drained physically trying to come up with all these different ideas or a different subject to talk about, or grifting on the internet. It does take a toll on you, but guess what else takes a toll on you? Working a real job in the real world 6 to 7 days a week, because Lord knows some jobs don't pay that much, and that's what real individuals every day go through, working 6 to 7 days a week just to financially make it by, because they are not blessed with a platform where they can get paid for literally just existing and people viewing their existence and chatting with them and sending gifts and donations. That is the real grind. We are blessed as content creators to be able to just get online and talk shit, talk about different subjects, and have an audience who supports us regardless. Sure, doing content creation is a grind, but it's also a grind for everybody else when they have to wake up every day and go to work just like we do on content. And for his defense to be literally saying, well, I'm not the worst YouTuber because there's other people out there who are worse than me. Sure, that is true, but you're not addressing what the real issue was. You grifting off of your audience, literally nonstop. That is your content, you grifting off of your audience. But yeah, let's come to commentary channels because all we do is talk shit about people. Fair enough.
I'm going to pick a random 5-minute segment from the stream, and I'm going to show you guys every time he says something in 5 minutes. I will give you the stream title, and I'll give you the timestamps so you can go check me if you think I'm lying. This is Best Kill Streak Ever as I grind for the Splinter Skin Part 74 Call of Duty Black Ops 6 multiplayer, 9 minutes to 14 minutes. This is everything he says.
Went the wrong way. It didn't kill him. The Semtex blew up on his body, which I pushed him into it, and he didn't die from it. Wow. How did he spawn? Oh, my lord, he spawned behind me. Oh. He sniped through the smoke, but then I got him with a Semtex. What on earth?
Just real quickly, my gamer ass wants to pop in here and say this because I'm a regular Call of Duty Black Ops 6 player, and if somebody's shooting you through the smoke, it's probably because they have a thermoscope equipped, which means that they can see your body heat through the smoke, okay? I would say check it out, Phil, and equip the thermoscope, but I highly doubt. If you can't get a kill with dual SMGs, then you're probably not going to get any kills with snipers, and let's be so real, you probably never had any kill streaks to really unlock any type of gun modification, so sucks for you, Phil.
Wow. Why was there a mine? How did I walk through the mine, start capturing the thing, and then the mine went off? What? Nothing. I clicked. Absolutely no response, as if I had never clicked. Wow. Terrible. What? Okay, no death for no reason. Oh, it's my teammate. Cool. Watchdog coming. There we go. That made no sense. Do we each have a chopper? What the hell? This is insane.
37 seconds of original content in 5 minutes, and all he talks about in those 37 seconds is how it's the game's fault for every single time that he dies. This one's my favorite.
That made no sense.
My brother in Christ, what do you mean that doesn't make any sense? You were literally blocking the bullets with your face. Bullets are pretty bad for the human body, even in video game form.
Oh, as a gamer, that was so painful to watch. I literally had to zoom in on his gamer tag because I was like, he more than likely has a PlayStation 5, and even if he doesn't, he's on a PlayStation 4, which I know it's a PlayStation because he has the PlayStation buttons in a light setting back there. I was like, you know what, I want his gamer tag because I will quite literally end his existence on Call of Duty. But yeah, the original point that August the Duck wanted to make with this was the fact that he's coming at other content creators saying that nobody has original ideas and he's thinking outside of the box at all times. And he's just such an original content creator that we have to farm content off of him, because then what would we do? What would we do if it wasn't for Phil? Literally, why there's people out there who are donating to this man, I have not even a single clue as to what thought I can come up with for this. I don't know why people are donating to him when, I don't know. Like, that's just literally, it baffles. I am befuddled.
What you're doing is not making content. So sure, talk all you want about how commentary content is not that hard to make, but do not trick yourself for a minute, Phil, that you're working any harder.
I exist in the center of this weird universe, and this parasite vortex exists around me. If I turn off my camera and never broadcast again, 1,000 people have nothing to do tomorrow. So every one of them can get fucked. None of what you say matters. None of your criticism is valid. You're a bunch of fucking loser lowlifes, and you don't mean anything to me.
Putting on this big tough man act when tomorrow you're just gonna go right back to begging your audience to give you money so you can continue to play games instead of getting a real job? Kind of a bad look, bud.
And yes, I am going to make money. I am going to ask for contributions, and you're going to like it because I'm successful and you're not. Because success doesn't mean you steal success from someone else. It means you make it for yourself, which is what I have always done and you could never do because you don't have talent. Get it? Anyone who relies on me to make their content has no talent. If anyone wants to argue with that, why don't you make some content for your own and show me how fucking successful it does? Like some of these no-loads who actually did try. Oh, I'm going to play games like Phil does. Oh, I'm going to do a stream like he does. Oh, I'm going to do this. And then you fail, you fail, you fail, you fail. Why doesn't July the Cuck make a fucking piece of content for himself that's not making fun or deriding or trying to bring down someone else and see how it does?
I personally don't think that August the Duck is berating or belittling anybody on the internet that he makes content on. I think he's simply just giving his opinion on things that he sees. I think he's just chuckling about the things that he sees on the internet. And if somebody's such a special snowflake that they can't take the slightest bit of criticism, then that's really not on August at the end of the day, and that's on them. And him being mad that August the Duck doesn't pull, saying that he just needs Phil to make content. He has multiple channels that have literally triple numbers than what you're pulling. And again, I just think it's a you issue at the end of the day. You know, there's really something special about content creators who can dish out whatever they want to say, but they can't take any type of criticism. Like, he started criticizing his audience for not sending him a worthy enough donation, but God forbid anybody says anything critiquing him. I don't know, y'all, I'm about to wrap this video up. I just wanted to make it because I get so extremely frustrated with individuals on the internet who feel like they are worthy of people's money, donations, time, energy, and effort whenever they give literally little to nothing back to the society or any type of contribution back to their fans or audience. It really just bothers me, and I really do think that sometimes people forget we're literally out here getting paid for your viewership and your watch time, and we don't need your money. We don't need your hard-earned money that you literally went to work and busted your ass for just to simply continue doing content. If you're a viewer to any content creator out there and they make it seem like if you're not donating to them, they're just not going to be able to stream anymore or have an existence, if they belittle you into thinking you're a part of the problem for not donating to them, it's time to find somebody else to watch, y'all, because genuinely, that frustrates me more than you will ever know. I will say, however, I do understand that live streamers, this is a large chunk and portion of their income, asking for gift goals or donations or something along those lines, and it's okay to do so, but don't make it such a large chunk of your personality, and especially don't withhold any type of content from your audience specifically because you don't feel like they're donating to you enough. That bothers me. But that's been it for this video, y'all. This was unnecessary long, but I had a lot to say about it. I hope you guys did enjoy it nonetheless, and with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next damn video. Alright, bye.